Shabbat Shalom, friends. This week we are entering Parshat Bereishit, in the new book of Beraishit, Genesis, creation. It is well known. And we enter a very, very famous story over here involving two brothers. They both came from Adam and Chava, Adam and Eve respectively. Their names was Cain and Abel. Everyone knows the story that Cain, they both brought different Korbanot, different sacrifices to God. And at the end, Cain got jealous of Abel's sacrifice and murdered Abel in cold blood over here. What happened naturally? Let's just relive the situation. It was actually Cain that came up with the concept of bringing the first Korban to Hashem. He brought Korban. However, the Korban, according to Rashi, was something garua, was from the Adamah. It wasn't of the choicest. So God didn't accept his Korban, his sacrifice. However, Abel's Korban was of the choicest. It was of the fat of the animal. It was given. And Rashi said that it was Hashem accepted it because it was something choice, it was something luxurious, it was something that was well thought, and Hashem accepted it. However, Cain was very, very jealous of Abel at the end and killed him, murdered him in cold blood. And naturally, Cain will get punished later on, 7 generations later, and will get killed in most brutal fashion many hundreds of years later. However, what happened to Abel? Abel was seemingly the good guy over here. He didn't deserve this to leave without any generations of children and everything else. He passed away without even having kids. What did he do wrong here? So on the surface, you know, he seems like he was a good guy. He brought the choicest animal to Hashem, and this was unjustified. But there's a concept that nothing that happens in this world isn't decreed by God beforehand. He must have done something over here. So they say that it was actually Cain. He came with the innovation of bringing Korban to Hashem. He brought the idea, and Abel saw, look, your Korban, this from the Adamah, from the ground, it's not necessarily the nicest one. Let me show you how it's done. Let me show you how it's done. And he brought obviously the choicest one, which is brings a lot of gladness to Hashem, and it was accepted unequivocally. However, Abel's, let's just say his shortcoming was that he should have seen that Cain didn't bring a very nice Korban, and he just said to his brother Cain, look, you know, this was not the way, it wasn't accepted because you brought from this, maybe bring something similar to me, and then it's going to get accepted also. However, Abel did not point this fact out, according to Rabbi David Tzvi Hoffman, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He should have pointed this out to his brother, and if he would have pointed that out, Hashem would have accepted his Korban. And because he didn't point this out to him, you know, it led to such tragic consequences. And we also see that at the end, the punishment of Abel over here was that he would die, unfortunately, and Cain eventually he would go into exile over here. And there's another similar Gemara in the Masechet Sotah that actually says, in Tractate Sotah, that when there's two Talmidei Chachamim that know a lot of unequivocal amounts of Torah and they don't share it with each other, at the end the punishment will be that one is unfortunately going to die, and the other one is going to end up being exiled, put into galut at the end. And something similar happened here, microcosm of that happened here, according to Rabbi David Tzvi Hoffman. And you know, that's ideal. The optimum is to be like brothers, like we see Yosef Atzadik, the brothers, the sons of Ephraim and Menashe, 2 brothers. And that's no coincidence. On Shabbat, we say the tefillah on the Friday night Shabbat table of Kismach Elim Ephraim and Menashe, that we want all our children to be like these 2 righteous brothers. And that's what we see over here. That was a shortcoming of Cain and Abel in this week's Parshat Bereishit. Guys, I want to wish you all an awesome Shabbat and leave you a view of this beautiful roundabout. Just shows the creation of God in Bet Shemesh to enjoy over here, guys. It's a beautiful roundabout here. It's a nice highway. Guys, have an awesome Shabbat. Enjoy.